Is your bum sore tonight? If so, it could be that the government are fucking you up your arse as the cost of living becomes unbearable. Strap up, because tonight he's running to be your next Prime Minister, but Rishi Sunak has already stockpiled several tons of bread to gouge the price upwards. We're keeping a close eye on those price rises.
Yes, I'm here all evening on Price Watch outside this money-sucking machine, eyeing up the latest prices of bread and other essentials. Stay tuned!
The crisis is already too much for many. We speak to one woman who has become the victim of the latest devastating trend, and the only solution to bad times is to laugh it off. That's the official word from doctors. So we have two guests to play a very special game. Wednesday, 10th of August, 2022. From TNN, this is a special edition of The Weekly with Jeremy Barr. Bankrupt Britain. Good evening, everyone, and fuck the fuck out of the rich. Those bastards want your money, your hard-earned cash, and they want to spend it sculpting 30-foot-high monuments about how they were so fucking great because they had a few quid more than everyone else. They want to invent bloody driverless cars that the rest of us will never have and don't fucking care about either. They want to donate it to other blood-sucking rich people so they can spend a few years playing with our puppet strings because they get a fucking kick out of it. They want to hoard the food and resources and watch on their 100-inch screen as the plebs beneath them cry and go, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" More? More? How fucking dare you? I earned the billions of pounds my daddy gifted me in a trust fund, and I earned my sweet little inheritance I got when Papa died. I will not have his name tarnished by giving it to the plebs. Thank you all! Kristin is outside a supermarket tonight with the latest on the inflationary pressure on groceries and essentials. Kristin, take over for me because I need a bloody calm down.
No worries, Jeremy. It's important we look at these prices right now in the context of the last couple of years, so that's what we'll be doing. Let's first look at bread, standard loaf, and look at the aggregated average, already over 200 pence a loaf. Just a week ago it sat at 155 and a year ago a much more comfortable 103. So a big jump both in a year but even in a week, and we expect those prices to rise even further. Toilet roll is a similar picture. 4-pack now sitting at £3.85. Look at the graph a month ago, £2.44. So a huge rise in these last few weeks, and now above the early pandemic peak of £3.37 in April 2020. And just to show the gulf between rich and poor champagne, now it sits at £11.01 a litre, but it's been steadily dropping over the last 12 years. Look at that peak in 2010 when it was over £30. Jeremy?
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, we'll move forward and Jeremy will come back once he's ready. In the meantime, thousands of Brits have been spotted searching local streets for pennies and coins to boost their income amid the crisis. The Bank of England estimated in 2019 that over 3 million in coins laid in our streets in Wales, but funds are drying up. Jeremy sent this in earlier on the struggle to scavenge.
The value of the penny might be decreasing, but the desperation certainly isn't. Amid rising bills, this is just one of thousands of orphan coins sought by the public to help with the cost of living. Keeping this coin would be unethical. Indeed, it would be highly illegal, and the government are determined to prosecute hard and fast anyone it catches orphan scrounging. In May, a woman in her 30s was sentenced here to life with a minimum of 24 years after she was found with orphan coins totalling 36 pence in value. Despite the severe criminal penalties, many aren't deterred, and hundreds of thousands of pounds of coins are still being illegally picked up. All the while, wish-making is down. An investigation found that 15% fewer coins are being deposited in wells like this, leaving this water feature almost completely devoid of coins. And it's all being used as dirty money for energy companies who are already extorting the nation of their hard-earned funds. TNN have had to adapt the programming somewhat to address the new budgetary constraints generated by this crisis. To that end, this Sunday's edition of Antiques Roadshow on TNN1 has a new look, with experts now appraising different items of value. Here's a sneak peek at Sunday's new episode.
Hi there, tell us about what you've brought this afternoon.
Hey, this is my 500-gram packet of pasta that I bought from Asda a few weeks ago.
It's a really fascinating piece, isn't it?
Yeah, I bought it before the price shot up, so I'm hoping to make a profit.
Well, you're certainly selling at a good time generally, but pasta is a staple with a really long life, so demand hasn't been quite as high as some of us thought it might. When's the best before?
September next year?
Oh, so a while yet. I have to say, pasta tends to sell really well here when it comes with some kind of sauce, bolognese being the most popular. But I bet you're asking how much this is worth?
Yeah.
If this were going to auction tomorrow, I reckon it would sell for about $1,200. How much was it when you bought it?
80 pence.
That's a nice profit.
What could I get for 1,200?
Hard to say really. Maybe a box of pasta?
Oh.
Welcome back. The cost of living crisis is enough to make a grown man cry. We don't have a grown man, but here's a woman. Living in Britain has never been so hard. So much so, thousands have resorted to becoming feral.
Feralism is a terrible thing,
says Mother Phoebe, a distant granddaughter of Mother Teresa. This was Mother Phoebe's baby, James. Yesterday he was taken by feral beasts.
One of them was wearing their Tesco uniform still. It was sad.
We sent TNN cameras on the lookout for Mother Phoebe's baby, but we found nothing. We then called the police to report her missing. They said,
"If it was a feral, nothing can do, I'm afraid."
it's just one in a series of kidnappings in recent times by ferals who have abandoned any semblance of living in society. Oh my god.
They came for my son, and I don't think I'm ever going to see him again.
Unfortunately, it will get worse for Mother Phoebe, for TNN later discovered he'd been eaten. James, just another victim of the rising feral state. Kristin Allen is back outside the supermarket. Kristin, you've done another check on those prices.
Yes, I have. And the news is we've had a huge spike in prices just in the time since you last spoke to me. Here are some of the products we've been keeping an eye on. We'll start with everyone's favourite chocolate bar, the Freddo, and look at that. £6.32 per bar. Historic, unprecedented. We knew we were creeping up towards that dreaded £5 mark today, but for it to spike as much as that in afternoon trading, just wow. And it doesn't end there. More spikes in the grocery market. Let's look at bread again. Supermarkets are now having to sell it by the slice. 900 pence a loaf, assuming 16 slices per loaf. You're looking at some 56 pence per slice. That wasn't far off the cost of a loaf as late as 2018, putting things into perspective. One last cupboard staple to look at right now, and that is Heinz baked beans. Almost every store will have these. They're simply unaffordable now. £1.24 for a single baked bean in a regular tin. You're expecting some 450 of them.
Kristin, have you spoken to people outside that market?
I have, Jeremy. There's loads of empty stomachs. Some are maxing out their credit cards now on just a handful of key groceries, and we have bank managers now on site trying to assist customers the best they can.
And as for food banks?
Good luck with that. Supplies are dwindling there like wildfire. This could be catastrophic for them.
And one last question from me just now. How desperate is it out there?
I cried, Jeremy. It's really too painful to watch. One man came up to me just before I came on air and said he's had to remortgage his house just for this week's shop. He was worth 3.5 million before the crisis began.
Thank you, Kristin. We'll see you again in a little bit. As prices of misery continue to rise, time for a little bit of fun, because we here at TNN can't take the issues seriously enough. It's time for the game of price! Tonight, I'm joined with these two people whose names I can't be arsed remembering. Hiya!
Hi.
Player 1, who the hell are you?
My name is Player 1.
Player 2, why were you batshit crazy enough to come on the show?
Oh, hey everybody, it's me, Johnny Silvertongue, and well, I'm a little desperate for
Okay then, we've got a treasure chest, will lose its value really quickly, maybe before this contest is even over. The game is easy. We show you an item, you tell us how much it's worth, and we give a point to the person closest without going over. Fingers on buzzers.
We don't have buzzers.
Shut up! Let's play item number 1, please.
It's a sweet treat, once valued at 1 British penny.
Okay, give us your bids.
I say 2 pence.
3 pence. Yeah.
Ah, you naive little fuckers. The actual price of that penny sweet is £4,819. Hold that thought, it's now worth £9,201. Next item, please.
It's a 1 litre bottle of sparkling water, perfect for a cheap soft drink mix.
Let's see if y'all can do better.
$22,000. I mean pounds.
£31,000.
Ah, I see you're getting the hang of it now. The actual retail price of that sparkling water is £30,999.99. Ah, so close, but you've got a penny over and you've lost the point.
Oh, fuck!
Okay then, time for the final round, and it's still all to play for, despite one player having an unassailable lead. What's up for bids?
It's a bounty found in many popular advent calendars.
Okay players, what are your bids?
This has to be worth over 100 grand now.
No, a million.
Oh no! You've both forgotten everybody hates bounties. They're still only worth 69 pence. You've both lost the game. No prize tonight, but it's okay because we've just learned that our prize pot is worthless now anyway. Thanks for playing. There's still plenty to come on tonight's edition of The Weekly, but first, here's another preview of this Sunday night's Antiques Roadshow.
You've got something really interesting for us?
Yeah, I've got a pint of milk here.
Milk is in such high demand at the moment. Can I see the green label there?
Yeah, it's semi-skimmed, my favourite.
Demand is so high because it has a relatively short lifespan, but there are some going for UHT and that's coming into the mix too.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
But you've got the real deal here, so I think you're in for a surprise.
Oh yeah?
Can I have a look?
Sure.
Wow, this is really healthy. If you were selling this at auction, I'm fully expecting that this will fetch at least 14,000.
Oh my god. I'm rich.
What will you do with the money?
I'll buy 2 pints of milk. Oh my god!
No, you're drinking your wealth away.
You're watching The Weekly from TNN. Time for some breaking news about our network. TNN's budget has been slashed by 74% by the government. Its executives have elected to unilaterally cut employee pay by 35%, and the budget cut has resulted in 3,500 immediate compulsory redundancies. Current on-air staff are not affected by those redundancies.
35%? Fuck off! I'm going to ITV! Stupid. Worked here for years, honestly. Bloody TNN.
Okay, we don't have Kristin anymore. And I don't really know what's going on here either. Okay, I'm being told we're heading to my identical twin brother, Ben Barr, now for the business report. Ben? I'm Ben Barr with the business. Shops are operating with a fat burn rate of 20%, meaning employees can expect to lose £2 of weight for every day they remain employed. After news the Prime Minister's regeneration will fuel the national energy grid for 24 hours, energy companies today announced they will hoard profits made on September the 6th, sending the stock exchange into a frenzy. It has yet to calm down. Let's have a look at the markets. Camden is up 4,500 feet in the air, while Portobello is down 120 feet underground, dangerously close to fast-moving London Underground services. The FTSE? It smells nice. Other feet may vary. I am Ben Barr with the Ben Barr's business. Jeremy?
Thanks, Ben. Those budget cuts have hit us really hard at the Weekly. Our entire crew have packed up and resigned from their jobs. Even the gallery are gone. So, on that note, I'm Jeremy Barr, signing off until we get our budget back. Good night.
Da 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 da